Welcome to the World of AI podcast. Great that you are all here. Hello, Mona, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine, I'm perfect, but I really have a problem. Help, I'm being replaced by AI. Did you
Oh,
hear that already?
yes, I hear this a lot. So
Okay.
it's one of the everyday conversations I have with clients. I'm like, don't worry, guys, chill.
But AI can do all the text, so what can I do? I'm not needed any longer. That I heard. So
Yeah.
there's concrete one of my client has was writing making a lot of text and the client didn't use AI because yeah, I will do it by my own. That's my job, and I will not be replaced by AI, so I will not look at it. That's stupid, isn't it?
Totally. Because, I mean, we all have to face reality. And I think we talked about this on this podcast before that AI is able to do certain activities better than humans. And that's not just a statement, that's a fact. So they are like, I always show in one of my trainings a statistics of certain kind of activities like image recognition, speech recognition, image generation, stuff like this, right? Translation, language understanding. So there are certain skill sets where AI is super much better. And like if you see the history of it, some of it is better in less than a year than a human. From the moment it was starting until it is like better, it's less than a year for some of these things. And so we have to face reality that certain skills just can be done better by an AI. So I think our job is more about figuring out how do we deal with that. What
Yeah.
do you think about that?
Yeah, we have to deal with it. So it's like in the past, there's new technology, like a computer. We didn't like the computers, and now everybody has a computer in the pocket. So that's is our normal life, and we are still here. We are not replaced by the computer, not yet. So it's the same with the AI, and we can use it and we have to know how to use it. Again, it's always the same. The human at the end is the important or the secret source for that all. So we have to make the right questions to get the correct answers, and even the answers of my employee AI or of my AI employee, how we would like, we have to give them a name always. Um, that means I have not to be happy with the answer. So I still, as human, I got an answer. I said, oh, that is good, that's bullshit. I do not like that at all. And we have to say again, okay, that's good. Go from this point away and forget the other parts. That's not correct. So again, we are in the loop, we are doing it.
Absolutely. I mean, the same is true in the way we work with AI, right? Not just in a way of getting a good response, but also how do we design our workflows with AI, right? So we have a huge opportunity on the one hand to free up ourselves from stuff that we don't like doing anyway, that take us a lot of time, and we are like, why am I actually bothered about that stuff? Like, I don't even like doing it, so why am I actually forcing myself to do something that an AI can do much better anyway? Now, instead of being afraid of, and of course the fear is there, like, yes, and I mean, I have this, I mean, my business is called Work on Your Business, right? And a question I get a lot from entrepreneurs is like, but what do I do? When everybody is doing my job, what do I do as the business owner? And I was like, yeah, all the cool stuff. I know when you're worried about everybody else doing your job, that's a great place to be in because then you can do the stuff that requires thinking, that requires vision, strategy, right? The thing like, where do I want to take the business? Have the cool conversations with people you want to meet, right? So meet cool people and say, hey, let's do business together. That's the job of a business owner, right? And
Yeah.
so that's the stuff that you still have to do. Like AI, I mean, I don't know if at one point AI could do that for you, but you don't want AI to do that. so,
No.
uh, I mean, and so we have to shape the way we work with AI, and we have to decide which tasks should be done by AI and which tasks should remain by us. And I think this is where there's still a big misunderstanding with many business owners that they think AI can do everything they do, right? What do you
No,
think?
yeah, AI cannot do everything what the owner can do. Say so, you're completely right. As owner, at least work on the business, set the direction, and hold all the relationships with the world outside there. That is the most important capital an owner has, and he has to maintain this capital to get new ideas, to get new relationships, to get things together, to get something done what's nobody done before. So with that we can grow, and that is all about what we like to do and have fun and grow. And yeah, that's it. So you're completely right. What can AI do from your point of view? How should we, in this case, just I mentioned, in this case, what are the right questions we can put into the AI?
I mean, you can literally start with, this is what I do. So what is your professional name? Are you a coach? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you in a certain industry? Just give like, okay, this is me. This is what I do today. What of my daily activities do you, like, first of all, say like, what do you think are my daily activities? Let's do a cross check first, right? Then it will come up a list like, these are tasks that typically in your role you should be doing. That's your first job, where you're like, okay, maybe I'm not doing certain things I should be doing right now. That's the first thing. The second thing would be to say like, okay, that looks like an accurate list of what I'm doing today. Which of these tasks can you do for me? Now, some of you will
That's
be like,
simple.
it's like, yeah, but you don't know what you don't know. And I mean, you may say, like, but certain things I want to continue doing, that's okay, but you can still say, like, first of all, make an estimated guess. Which ones of these ones do you think you can do? And then, first of all, see, maybe some of those things you were playing with getting rid anyway, perfect opportunity right ahead, right? In some cases, you may say, like, I haven't even, like, I give you an example. Like, I lately found out that I can update my project plans with ChatGPT in a minute. And I was like, that saves me an
Great.
hour of work. This is awesome. And I realized it even comes up with the table. And I was like, I only have to do the formatting, and it's pretty close to what I need already. And then I can just spend 2 minutes like, make the palace in there, and that's it. Like that used to take me an hour, and I realized, oh my God, this is awesome. Like I didn't even know it can't do that, but I was just, and I mean, usually the issue is that we only start asking those questions when we are super frustrated. Like, I don't want to do this. Is there any other way? But like, why don't you just ask proactively and say, I'm not frustrated right now. Can you still give me a list? Just saying, just in case I need it at one time, right? Give me a list. And then you would be surprised what's on there. And first of all, you might say like, oh, there are some things I should be doing and I'm not doing. Ooh, red flag number one. And then you look at like, I could be getting rid of all of these tasks. Interesting. Then you can ask follow-up questions like, how do you intend to do that? So if you say you can do that, how would that look like? Like, is there anything for me to be left to be doing? Or would you do everything? And like, what would I need? Do I need software for this? Like, give me the step by step. Assuming I want to get rid of this task and you shall do that task for me. What do you need from me? And then you just start working your way through the list and
And
go
you
from
are
there.
really described the chat. So that is the core of the AI. Most of the people are using outside there, a chat, and it's a conversation. And in each conversation, you ask the other one about opinions about how can I do something, and you get an answer. And therefore, the AI will also lead you to possible solutions.
Absolutely. And I think in the next episode, we can give you some real life examples where people thought that their entire businesses are going to be replaced by ChatGPT, and it's actually not true. And so we can maybe share some examples in the next episode with you guys on like, so stay tuned. This is a little teaser. You have to come back for that. We're going to share you some real life examples that we heard. But I think the real essence of it comes back to you don't know what you don't know. And if you don't start asking those questions and also double check. So what I see a lot is that even when people have the conversation, which is a great start to begin with, amazing job, they forget about what was the initial question I actually had. And then they get like, they fall into like this this rabbit hole, they're like, oh, this is awesome. But then they forgot what they actually came for.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And sometimes you also forgot what is the goal, the final goal where I would like to go. And you have also to set the goal into the AI and say, that is my goal. I would like to go to this direction. Then you get some answers. And after that, after all that is said, then you make the double check. You say, okay, now I doing that, that, and that, what we just figured out together, will I reach my goal? And then it's very interesting to get a second opinion from the same AI. Say, oh, maybe we have to trigger some parts here, and then you get an even better result for that.
Absolutely. And also on that one, you will get examples in the future. So you have to come
Yes.
back. So again, we're laying today a little bit of foundation, right? But again, the first thing really starts with asking like, okay, if I already have to be replaced anyway, because guys, let's be really realistic. If AI doesn't replace you, your competitors will.
Yeah.
Very simple. So you can choose which way you want to go. Do you want to take AI as a partner and actually stay in business, or do you want to be taken out of business? Because I guarantee you, your competitors will use it.
Yeah.
So you have a choice to make, right? And so it starts really with being open to actually finding out, okay, what can AI actually do for me? Have that conversation with your AI of your preferred choice. And maybe double check with another one just to see if they have better ideas. And then really just start exploring. And you would be surprised. We can share a lot of great examples where even we were like, oh my God, I didn't know that was possible. This is such a cool idea. Why don't we do
Yeah.
that earlier, right? Why don't we do all the heavy lifting ourselves? It's so unnecessary. And so once you start having that mindset, you actually are able to explore even further and take it to a level you would have never imagined to take it to.
Yeah. So let's get some examples in the next episode, I would
Absolutely.
suggest.
Stay tuned, like it, share it. Also, check in the show notes. We are going to link some nice freebies for you that you can check just in case you want to know a little bit more about AI and just want to see what else we got. Check that definitely out. We have some really cool stuff for you. In the comments, like, share, comment. This is our currency at the end of the day. So we really do appreciate it. And of course, if you have some nice feedback for us, we would also be very happy to hearing that and hopefully seeing you back next week with some examples from the real world. See you
Okay.
then.
See you later. Have a great week. Bye bye.
Bye.